Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting session. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Sam, all the way from Ontario, Canada. Firstly, I want to say a big thank you to all my followers, all my subscribers on this YouTube channel. It has been amazing. Though I just started, though, it's 4 months now, I think, and it has been encouraging, right? I find it so interesting, and I'm delighted doing this. Just kind of not even the money making part of it, because I'm here to make money, but it's just so fun, like doing this, recording myself, playing it, and making sense to myself and to you guys, and of course my family, my lovely wife as well. Makes me happy. Yeah. Today I'll be discussing something that's very, very crucial, that's very, very important. Most especially if you're coming to school here in Canada, if you're coming for the purpose of schooling here in Canada, please, this topic is for you. This topic is for you, and I would like you guys to help me to share my videos on various platforms, right? Share it, please. Okay, if you don't need it, there's someone in your platform or in your circle or your status, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, right, that would need this information. Today I will be discussing on designated learning institution in Canada. Designated learning institution in Canada. That is, we all know that in Canada, don't let me say we all know. In Canada, we have private schools and we have public schools. I don't know why I'm laughing today, honestly. We have private school and we have, public school, right? So there are a lot of differences between private school and public school, right? So, like I said, the topic for today is designated learning institute. First thing you may need to know is, when you have the plans of schooling here in Canada, you may need to know the school you are applying into or applying for, if the school is a private school or a public school, right? Because a private school has its own advantage, a public school has its own advantage, right? But for people coming here, like foreigners coming outside of Canada, like from Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana to school here, we all have the same common focus, right? The common goal, which is to come here in Canada legally, school here, and after schooling, to avail ourselves the opportunity to work, that is postgraduate work permit. Then from postgraduate work permit, then we'll proceed to having getting our PR, follow the right procedure on how to get our permanent residency. So this leads me to this very important topic. Now, like I always preach it on this channel, I always advise you to do your immigration pathway by yourself. However, I'm not discriminating you guys using a qualified agent or immigration consultant or attorney for your package, right? To process your documents. However, there are some immigration agents that won't tell you exactly what you're doing, and to me, which doesn't make sense. Even if they are not telling you, you yourself should kind of make a research on your own. Even if they tell you that, oh, don't worry, just leave everything to me, but at least search and make your own information, gather your own information, right? Because you can't just put your life into someone's hands, because all this immigration thing is very, very important. We just see that you just want to move, right? The document you're submitting by the point of entry, like the first document you're submitting, will be in the database, and it has to be consistent, right? So I'm just digressing or diverting to another thing, but what I'm trying to explain this evening is that there are some schools, right, that after you complete your education, your schooling, right? Those schools doesn't have what we call postgraduate work permit. And let me state it here that most private schools here in Canada, they do not have postgraduate work permit. So for instance, if you're coming to learn here in a private institution, after you're done with your schooling, my brother and sister, you're going back home. If you can't find another institution that has a postgraduate work permit, or eventually if you're not, or let me say, when you finish your education and you're unable to get an employer that will provide you a work permit, right, a work contract, definitely you're going back home, right? So when you're picking or you're choosing your institution, your destination here in Canada, please, you may need to search what I call designated learning institution. So when you go on the government website, you type on the search for the designated learning institution, you see a column by the end that says postgraduate work permit. Postgraduate work permit. If it says yes, that means after your schooling you can apply for a postgraduate work permit. Then you'll be able to work, right? And after you work, you'll be able to use that work experience to apply for a permanent residency. But if you check through any institution that you're looking into, and under that column postgraduate work permit, and it says no, that means after your schooling you'll be able to apply for postgraduate work permit. I think I've made myself clear on that. Secondly, even if your institution has that postgraduate work permit, it is important to verify and check. There are some courses that will have 1 year postgraduate work permit. There are some that comes with 2, and there are some that comes with 3 years postgraduate work permit. So depending on the course as well will determine, institution will determine, the course will also determine. And even if your school is having that postgraduate work permit, authorization, right, there are some courses that doesn't even come with postgraduate work permit. So you need to be careful, not just that just because the school has a postgraduate work permit. No, please verify if your course too is having postgraduate work permit, right? It is very, very important. Okay, it is very, 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 very important. Okay, so this is the information I have for you today, right? Because someone called me and the fellow was given admission. Then out of curiosity, I just asked, what's the name of the school? Then I went to check under the designated learning institute. Then I found out that the school is a private school and the school doesn't have a postgraduate work permit. Then I explained, oh, did your agent inform you that the school you are coming to learn in Canada doesn't have a postgraduate work permit? The person said no. I said it is better you talk to your agent and find another school. And I explained to her that after your schooling, is either you get an employer that will give you a work contract. And the person asked me, is that easy? I said no. And I explained that if you attend a school that has postgraduate work permit, you'll be able to work after school depending on the course you're studying here in Canada and the postgraduate work permit that is attached to that particular course. So kindly note this, please, okay? So that you won't come here and be regretting, right? This is the information I have for you today, okay? I hope you guys have learned 1 or 2 things, and I hope you help me to share my videos, subscribe, and share to your loved ones. Thank you so much, guys. I see you some other time.